being in charge as the owner of business development marketing, right? This is a huge portion of our company. And you think about it as you're meeting with clients, how do you vet that process? How do you streamline that process? You're not spending a ton of time chasing clients, chasing bids to projects, whether they be pie in the sky or just really competitive, difficult to achieve. One thing I didn't realize, one of the benefits, is how Buildertrend would affect our sales process. So it's very common here in Scottsdale with the branding we have at this point that we're being interviewed at pre-construction. As the client has purchased a piece of land, they're interviewing builders, they're interviewing architects and designers, and putting this team together. And so here I am, I'm a fairly young guy, right? I've been building here in Phoenix and Scottsdale for 16 years. But my company, we're only 9 years young, right? We've been in the business 9 years. And I'm competing against established firms that have been building custom homes for 30, 40 years in Scottsdale. And as these builders, we'd sit down with clients, and many of my clients being in this market are from out of state. They don't live here full time. So how do you communicate? How do you open that channel with the client? And as I'd sit there and learn to the pain points of these customers, they said, look, our issue is we don't communicate. We don't have a channel to communicate with customers. We don't have an avenue where they feel part of the process, especially if they're not here every day, especially if they're traveling, especially if they have family and work responsibilities outside of Phoenix. So what I realized is that the owner portal became a huge liaison, a huge ally for us. I'd sit down with the clients and say, look, part of our process, we have everything that you can go in when you're traveling or you're at home late at night and you're in South Dakota or you're in Minnesota, you can go on the app and you have access. You can see who showed up. You can have all the pictures, right? All the videos that we're uploading into the unlimited cloud system. You can see the progress. You're gonna have access to the schedule. These things resonated with the client. And what I found was, especially early on, is clients specifically hired us. So we won the job. We were hired at pre-construction without a budget, without a cost estimate, but they were hiring us because of the trust factor that they had somebody they could trust and hire to work with the architect and designer at pre-construction. So how valuable is that? I didn't think about, hey, here's a sales tool now that I'm using in my delivery as I'm presenting to the client to win the job, to win the negotiation by having an online platform that my customers have access to.